So we put coffee grounds in here, like a month ago. So the we were using shavings, and shavings, I mean, in like a couple weeks, they would get like spoiled. No matter, people talk about doing like deep litter methods and stuff like that, but no matter how deep you would do it, no matter how I would come in here and turn it or do whatever, it would always get soiled, like to the point where you'd come in and it would like make your eyes water. So we decided to try coffee grounds, and to be honest with you, it's worked out pretty good. There's a couple things that I don't like about it. I would say there's more pros than cons, but the biggest pro is to be able to just scoop it out. With the shavings, you couldn't really scoop it out. You had to just add more on top of it, and then it progressively just got worse and worse. But I mean, this little scoop, you can just scoop poop out, and the under the roost where like all the poop goes, it gets clumped up just like cat litter. And there's not these scoops right here don't catch everything, but for the most part they get what needs to be got. I would say the biggest con to it is you're constantly having to add back to it, because when we scoop it out, there's a bunch of coffee grounds that come out with it that could still be used, but at the same time, like when we started, there was about an inch layer in here, and now it's down to like maybe a half or so, which isn't bad. It still gets the job done. It just means you have to add to it more, which over about a month we haven't added anything to it. So that's about half of what we would have used in pine shavings. The other thing too is pine shavings get really dusty, and there's no dust. I mean, like you can kick it, toss it in the air, there's no dust, which is kind of crazy, honestly. You can see it scoops it up, filters it out, and it's back clean again. And if there's any hay, like we had hay in our nesting boxes, if there's any hay and you want to get the hay out with it, you can just scoop the hay out of it to get it back down to shavings. And it works really good too, because our run isn't all the way covered, and so when they come in, it dries their feet off when they step in it. And so when they make it over to the nesting box, we put some of it in the nesting box too. Their eggs end up clean. You see there's dried coffee grounds on it. It just comes right off. And it's all clean.
But the shavings is really nasty.
Oh, it's it easily comes off.
The other thing too is like with the shavings, it was a pain to like get all of it out every time you did it. Like every time you clean the coop out, you had to get all of it out. Otherwise, it would just spoil that much more quickly if you left all the shavings in here that were sold. Like, because our coop doesn't have anything on the walls, so they would just like get stuck in the corners and stuff. And with this, you don't have to get it all out completely. This weekend, we'll just add new coffee grounds to it, and it'll look like new, because you can scoop all the debris out. So for me, I would say coffee grounds is a win. It's definitely better than shavings, no matter what method I tried, whatever deep method or whatever people want to do. Coffee grounds is the way to go. We can all stand in here. It smells like coffee. It smells like a Starbucks. And there's no dust. I'm not worried about the kids being in here. Before it was, it was dusty and ammonia, and the kids being in here wasn't good. So I would say, yeah.
I remember you cleaning this coop out with a respirator mask.
Yeah, I did
you had
that
the
a couple
pine
of times.
shavings.
So now we don't have to do that.
Oh, we have a chicken that's already roosting.
Oh, we do. That's a leg boar. When I made this coop, I wasn't planning on them roosting up there. But
I didn't think they would get up there.
don't let her out the door.
She's wanting to go.
So, coffee grounds are a go. Way better than wood shavings. And when you're all done with it, you've got a bunch of nitrogen for the garden. I wouldn't put it directly on anything, but definitely in the compost bin for the winter or the summer, and you'd be good to go. But coffee grounds for the win. I think everybody likes it. I think everybody down our county road can smell it too. So
I say it's a win. It smells a lot better out here.
it's a win for me.
Yeah. I don't mind getting the eggs now. So. And peace off. Yeah.
So we gotta go tend to the fire. We have eggs.